Welcome. It's that time. That time to light your candle. And connect to Mother Earth. Get ready to receive her blessings, her medicine and her magic. Welcome. Okay, here we go. Welcome to your Oracle meditation. If you're new here, this is a unique time for us. We are currently sitting in the full moon energy, ready to embark on a new journey. So light your candle and let's connect to your imagination. Connect to your imagination before you lose it. Let's use it. I'm the medicine woman here to help invite you and challenge you to take those baby steps of meditation, to open up the box of wonder and see what's inside. We are currently sitting in the full moon energy, time of fulfillment, time to celebrate. So come, work with me on clearing your thoughts, learning to practice, truly train your imagination through breath. Truly learning to control your thoughts, your words, and your actions. So do this with me. Imagine that there are blessings, medicine, and magic in the air. All you need to do is exhale to make room. That's it. Sit and listen. Learn as we go through the meditation. Understand that no matter what you are doing or going through, it is time to feel that sense of fulfillment. To stop what you're doing, look around and see what you've accomplished. See what you've learned. Time to celebrate. As the moon moves through its phases, we move through energy. We are currently leaving the heart chakra, picking up that direct connection to our compassion and our forgiveness. Moving into the fifth chakra, which is all about celebration and using your words, directly associated with openingness and self-expression. We are moving through the phases, through the energy, through the constellations, leaving the constellation Aquarius. Constellation Aquarius brings in that rebellious energy, residing in our calves, helping us move forward and digest those ideas, that creativity. Ruled by the planet Uranus. Uranus offers that inquisitive uniqueness. Later today, we will be celebrating moving into the constellation Pisces. Pisces brings in that imagination, that ability to create and the ability to imagine the process, residing in our feet, helping us not just digest but understand ourselves. Our feet have our entire body within them. We use them to move forward. Ruled by the planet Neptune. Neptune offers that sense of curiosity and imagination to lead us forward. Sit in this idea of fulfillment. If this is your first time, buckle up. We work through breath here because we make room for our blessings. The blessings we're asking for, the medicine we need in our body, and the magic to co-create the world. But you need to believe in it, or at least practice. So come, let's go deeper. Inhale the blessings, the medicine, and magic in the air, and simply exhale to make room. Next, let's do a body scan. A body scan is where we imagine that there is a hoop hovering high above your head. Inhale, let that hoop go high. Exhale, let it sink down gently, relaxing your forehead, closing your eyes, relaxing your jaw, your neck, your throat, your shoulders. Release your tongue. Inhale, let it go up as high as you can go again. Exhale, let it sink down. This time, let it create a bubble. That bubble's our transportation. That hoop, that's our relaxation. Sink. Let the medicine do its job. Let your mind drift, imagining a bubble in a hoop that relaxes you. The weight of it helping you sink into the dark. Remember, don't be afraid of the dark. It's in the dark we find our light. It's in the dark we use our creativity and our imagination. We are the co-creators of the world. Sit here and allow your imagination to concentrate and focus on inhaling the blessings, the medicine, and magic. Let that hoop go up. Exhale, make room, and let that bubble be created. This is conscious breathing. This is awareness of your breath. This is working in true harmony. When you do this, you work on that frontal lobe that's in your mind, works on the pineal gland. Sink into the dark, where the frequency of the throat chakra will be playing. If you've reached the end, do it again. Do it again until you feel that sense of weightlessness, that sense of fulfillment, where you pick up that curiosity, that dreamy sense. Almost done. Repeat the process. Allow yourself to sink. Use your ears. Cancel out anything else. Feel the weightlessness on those calves, on your feet. Last time. Soon we will use that imagination to create a story. These oracle cards, they help create that plan of action. When you get in sync with the moon and the planets, mixing in the zodiac, the body, we create a recipe, a calendar. We incorporate the moon, the energy around us. We mix it all together and create something, a meditation, an experience beyond measure, through breath. Know that we are all part of a tribe, learning to use the medicine around us, creating that fulfillment, that understanding, so we no longer feel that sense of loss or misunderstanding. So if you've reached the end, tie off your hoop, tie off your bubble, create a long cord, like a root, or a vine, or a ribbon. Sink into the dark. Let your mind imagine the dark. And let's fill in the blanks. Welcome. Welcome to the void. The void is where all creation happens. This is where we meet our Creator. We meet our soulmates. We allow that fulfillment and celebration to take over. Today, as we start our journey, the time of the full moon, the direction we walk today, how perfect. Death and rebirth. In order to make room, we must give away something. Parts of us that we no longer need. The shadow parts that have learned to accept the light. This is how we make room. And what perfect timing to fulfill and celebrate this new shaman's death. Death is not as scary as you might imagine. Death is more of making room, of celebrating a new life that will enter. When a woman goes through childbirth, she goes in one person and comes out a completely different person. No longer the thoughts that this woman has is the same. I'm sure men go through the same. But understand that through understanding of releasing something that we naturally call death, offers that rebirth, that new life, that new journey. Feel that sense of fulfillment, of celebration. We encourage you to sit and wonder. That dreaminess of Pisces, that imagination of Neptune, learning to understand and mix everything up. The sign, the symbol, the synchronicity that we get today, the Aiden's cross. We are being offered that gateway through time and space, through imagination. How perfect that we get this card. The Aiden cross offers that other perspective, that new opportunity for a new journey. Pointing in all four directions, we are the center. When you go in through that center, once again, going in one person and coming out, that new, offering that glimpse and that wonderful opportunity to grow, to understand more about yourself, to sit in the time of the moon and simply celebrate what you have learned. The animal that steps before us to help lead the way, remain focused. We are building that new life for ourselves. Going in the correct time, going with the flow, not being bothered by anyone, but remaining focused on your celebration. Allow this medicine to enter into your body, into your imagination, into your conscious and subconscious mind through breath, because that's how we make room. Remember, we're all on a soul coaching, learning to be and live with impeccability. We are that sacred space, that open book, that vibration that brings harmony, that is the example. We are writing our story, rewriting our story for some of us. Adding chapters, learning about ourselves, healing innocence, and opening up to love. Remember, you are the seed that comes from the tree that has everything it needs to create its own safe harbor, its own safety, its own security. You are that seed. Learning to use your words impeccably, to use your thoughts with impeccability so that your actions may also be impeccable. Allowing that former self of doubt to open up and create that cosmic connection. Remain focused. Know that you are not working alone. We are headed for a goal to open up and be that example of love. Look at the hearts. Stop, look, and listen. Your intuition is also telling you to release those old patterns, to allow the process of death to happen so that you may be that new birth, that free soul that no longer feels stuck in a pattern. Know that you are part of a tribe, part of a flock, We are the seers of seekers. Cearship. You are safe. Soften your mind, your spirit, your soul. Know that all around you is protection. Truly understand that anything you want is within your grasp. But first, you must go through your own shaman's death. Be vulnerable. Know that through your vulnerability is your superpower. Seeing yourself not harshly, but through growth, through a mother's eyes or through a grandmother's eyes. Know that you are the answer to your ancestors' prayers. You have that understanding and cosmic connection of oneself. Little by little, we are understanding ourselves, seeing our potential. Open up to that unconditional love. Do not have conditions on yourself. Release that old pattern. Free your ancestors and your lineage. Maybe just for today, you celebrate your gifts. You celebrate where you are. That you are seen. That you are safe. That you have the ability to soften. Oh, don't worry, we're not done. Keep breathing, and let's do a session of EFT. Once again, EFT is emotional freedom technique. We have learned to release our body, release our thoughts. Now we will release any emotion to help release that old pattern, to replace it with love, with impeccable thoughts, to help us remain focused, to find the answer within us and come out renewed. So come, let's go through imagination. Use your ears and imagine where we will go. Use your imagination. Listen. Do you hear the crackling of the fire? Birds are just waking up. It's a new day. The full moon is upon us, waking up the sun. Time to celebrate. Come. I smell the water that's next to us. Tall trees surround us, joyously using their branches to shade us. Although it's not hot, it's cool. So find a place to sit and let's do that session of EFT. Find that place to sit. Let us use the power of the throat chakra, directly associated with oneness and self-expression, to influence our thoughts, speak up, using our ideas and healing and releasing, bringing in that energy of Pisces of creativity, using that uniqueness and rebellious attitude of Aquarius to influence our life force, to help our community. So come. Find that area on your hand where you would do a karate chop. This is how we wake up that emotional body. Tap, switch sides and tap. Next, find that area on your eyebrow, the third eye area right here. Tap that area and repeat this phrase. I am impeccable in my thought, my word, and my deed. Tap the side of your eye and repeat. I am impeccable in my thought, word, and deed. Tap under your eye and repeat. I am impeccable in my thought, my word, and my deed. Tap under your nose and repeat. I am impeccable in my thought, my word, and my deed. Tap your chin and repeat. I am impeccable in my thought, word, and deed. Slide down your throat to your beginning of your collarbone and repeat. I am impeccable in my thought, word, and deed. Under your arm, Tap. I am impeccable in my thought, word, and deed. Tap on the top of your head and let this message sink in. Believe it or not, using that method truly allows you to release your old pattern and increase your impeccable word, your thought, and your deed, which is what we want. Celebrate this idea. Practice this medicine. You have found this podcast for a reason. You're not like the others. You have to do it your way. Here we just learn the basic tools and the basic fundamental way of doing it. Take this message, do what you want, but be proud of who you are, because you are a blessing. Remain focused. Open up to love. Release those old patterns. Know that you are the seer of seekers. You are safe. Soften those thoughts and see yourself for your true beauty. You are impeccable. So come. Let that message sink in. Truly believe and to know that you have released the old and replaced it with impeccability. Use your voice. Find the right words to say. You can do it. And when you're ready, use your ears and let's make our way back to the void. Good job. The mind is a wonderful, wonderful tool. When you consciously and subconsciously breathe, you connect the two, the mind, the body, and the spirit. You allow your body to naturally explore the darkness without fear. Remember, we are the co-creators of our world. It is not about discovering who we are, but creating who we are. Celebrate this. Celebrate all of your accomplishments. Celebrate your fulfillment at this moment. Don't worry about tomorrow. So if you're ready, thank you for being here. Thank you for following, for liking, for listening, mainly for practicing your medicine. Remember, we are all a tribe. Your frequency harmonizes the rest of us. So please continue to like, to subscribe, so that we can strengthen our connection and strengthen our numbers. So if you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, open your eyes. Open your eyes to all of your magic. Practice your impeccable thoughts, your words, and your deeds. Above all, remember that you are a blessing. You are part of the tribe. So open up to love. Release those old patterns. Find the answer inside of you. So, till tomorrow, I wish blessings to you, to me, and to all that listen.